Hey guys, this is Eric from Mindful Trader, and this video is going to show you how I made a 43% return on my options trades for one particular 30-day period. Before we jump into the video, I just want to make sure you are familiar with the Mindful Trader disclaimer. You can see the URL for it here, mindfultrader.com/disclaimer.html. I highly encourage you to pause the video and read through that real fast. I try to put a lot of it in plain English so that you are fully aware not only of the risks of trading options or investing in the stock market, but also just in general so you understand the limitations of the Mindful Trader service itself. It's a stock market education business. It's not a financial advisory. So I am in Thinkorswim here, and I'm just going to show you my trading ledger. So I'm going to go to the monitor tab. Thinkorswim, by the way, is the trading platform that I like to use where I trade stocks and options. And I have a 30-day period here from November 3rd to December 3rd, and I'm going to, this is my ledger here, and you can see in this account I buy and sell both stocks and options. You can see these are the options. It shows an expiration date, a strike price, it indicates it's a call option. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this because that will allow me to easily demonstrate to you how my options trades performed in this particular period. So I'm going to go over here and click export and go ahead and export that, and let me see if I can find this file now. Okay, it's going to open any minute. Okay, got it here. Okay, and it may look kind of like a lot of mumbo jumbo here, but I'm going to help sift through it here so we can figure out what we're looking at. So the first thing is that, again, I have stock trades and options trades here. And there's an easy way to determine which ones are stocks and which ones are options. I'm going to segregate the options trades for the purpose of this video. And stock trades in my trading platform are free, meaning there's no commission involved. Options trades, however, do have a commission involved. And so that's the easy way to segregate them. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and sort these transactions. I'm just going through here to all the transactions, and here we go. So I'm going to go and sort these by the commission column. And you can see now, if you look at this description here, you can see all these kind of options trades are all together now. I can kind of just delete the rest of the information in the file so that we don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, the next thing is what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of arrange these in a way that makes it a little bit easier to tell what you're looking at. So I'm going to copy the description here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pair these together. I don't want this to turn into an Excel lesson, but what I'm going to do is use an Excel feature that will allow me to parse the information here to make it easier to pair it together. And so I'm going to put text to columns here on this, and I'm going to go delimited by space. This part you don't really need to try to learn this if you don't feel like it, but I just wanted to be able to sort this information by the ticker itself that's associated with each option. And so I'm going to go down here and I'm going to sort this information by column M, which is that ticker. So data sort column M. And what you can see when I do that is, so for example, right here you have, I'm just going to highlight these two columns so you can see, you have SYY is the ticker, and you can see I bought it here, and I bought this one on November 15th, and then I sold it on November 17th. And you can see I bought it for $5.23, and then I sold it for $6. That same information for SYY is also reflected here in the amount column. So the amount, which is column H here, shows $523 went out. When I bought the contract for $523, I had to pay $523 to buy it. And then when I sold it for $6, I collected $600. So my net profitability is reflected by adding these two things together. And you can see down here it sums up to $77. I made $77 of profit right there. And you can see that with a variety of these different pairs, right? So SYF, you can see I bought it for $376 right here, and then I sold it for $490. And that's $114 of profit right there. Here's another one right here. I bought it for $760 SWKS and sold it for $11.99. I made $439 of profit on that one. Let's see, they are not all profitable. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, here's one that was not profitable. TDOC. I bought it for $485 and I sold it for $405. So that one I lost $80 on. But anyway, I hope you can kind of see how these go together, right? So it shows the one I bought, the one I sold, and so they're all paired together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up this column for the amount, because that's what's going to show me the total profitability for the period. It's my total outgoing cash to buy options, my total incoming cash when I sold the options. And here at Mindful Trader, by the way, I just buy and sell call options. So I'm going to do an Excel function to add this stuff up real fast. And you can see my total profit for the period was $4,881. So that demonstrates profitability. What I'm going to do is bring in this is my worksheet, my internal worksheet where I keep track of my options trades. And you can see I was just looking at SYY, for example, and here it is listed where I on my own worksheet and internally I keep track of how much I paid for it, $523, how much I sold it for, $6, and what my profit was. And what you can see here, you can see SYF. These are the same transactions, SWKS. These are the same transactions I was just showing you on my actual trade ledger that came out of Thinkorswim. And what you can see is at the beginning of November here, the balance, this column O, is where I keep track of my running balance, my account balance for this options trading account, this particular one. And it started at 11,283. And so if you take that profit from the period, $4,881, and divide it by the 11,283, it will show my return on account for the period. It was a 43% return on account. And so you can see here, as I was making these trades, my account balance was growing. It incremented up each time I had profit. There were some unprofitable trades during the period, but you can see that was one good 30-day period right there. For one particular account to go up 43% in a single 30-day period is, to my mind, that's phenomenal. Now, I will be the very first person to admit that is not necessarily a typical month. That was a very good month. It's rare to have, you can see kind of a summary of the individual trade results here, and it's rare to have this many profitable trades relative to unprofitable ones. In 2022 in particular, I've taken my lumps with options trades. So not all months are as glorious as this, but this does show the potential for how profitable these trades can be. With my options trades, I'm being aggressive and taking a risk. And I feel comfortable taking that risk based on the trading strategy that I'm using. I did years and years of statistical research on stock market price tendencies. And the idea is I like to use history to try to put the odds in my favor. Having the odds in my favor doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to win every trade, though. And there are definitely losses too. There's periods where there are more losses than wins. And that's part of the challenge of trading, not only with my trading strategy, but just in general, trading in the stock market is being able to live through periods of drawdown or losses. You can see here from this video, there might be a nice reward if you find a way to live through those periods, but there is real risk involved and there's no guarantee of what's going to happen. So to put it another way, there's no way I could have earned a 43% return on my account if I wasn't willing to take the risk. And risk of this magnitude is not for everybody, and that's okay. Each person has to decide for themselves what their risk preferences are, what they're comfortable with. So I hope that helps. I hope you got a glimpse into the power and potential of options, but that you also understand the risk involved. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. My email is eric, ERIC, @mindfultrader.com. Thanks, guys.